Hey guys, we are back. How are you doing today? Hey Genty, good morning. Hey Maliza, how are you? Manifest in the building. Toy, good morning. Good morning to everyone. Manifest and Toy in the building. How are you guys doing today? Yeah, so I'm running a little late per usual, but that's because I'm always having second minute things to do. But I'm here. Somebody reached out to me. It wasn't yesterday, day before yesterday. I didn't get a chance to speak on it, but they were telling me that Shamar did a live. Let's get into him really quickly. I guess he's trying to clean up his act, clean up his channel allegedly, and he took down all of his vulgar videos with the cussing and carrying on, because I think that he may be thinking about trying to monetize his platform on YouTube. Also, I did watch a couple of minutes because the live was like 3 hours long, and I didn't really have time or wasn't really focused on looking at a 3-hour live with Shamar. But he also is doing cameos, which I did hear of cameos. I remember Beloved and some of the other celebrity social media influencers and celebrities, in the industry. They were doing cameos for like $150 for like a shout out, or for you to ask them to say something, and they can use that as an introduction. Sometimes people use at the beginning of their videos to bring in subscribers. So that's the income stream for Shamar. So that's a good thing. He's thinking big, said a little. I don't know if somebody put that in his ear. Most likely they did, but that was, positive advice to give to Shamar. Now, Queenopp, she's got a lot going on. She's upset because a lot of people are probably walking her down memory lane in regards to her making fun of Chrisean Rock's son. And now she's thinking they're running tests that her child might have autism. So she's, been sharing that in the public on social media, and people are, she's not hearing what she wants to hear from the audience. A lot of people are not giving her sympathy. And that goes back to what she did to Michelle. So, I can't tell people how to feel, but yeah, she's going through a lot and everything, I hope the best for her. I don't care what I think about Queenopp, it's, on the strength of her little one, that the little one doesn't deserve to be suffering, whether it's autism or anything, because of what her mother's actions were. So I thought that was kind of crazy. Diabolical people are really just like, don't care about her talking about, her situation with her child because they don't like Queenopp. But I had to check it in my chat as well. People just blatantly saying, well, I don't like Queenopp, because of what she did to Michelle. Now, everyone has the right to feel that way because it was a triggering moment for all of us. What we knew that was going on with Michelle and what we discovered after it was over with, the friendship and the separation, a lot of other stuff came out that was traumatizing and also shocking to the public. However, at the same token, it doesn't matter if it was something positive Queenopp was putting up on social media. People in these kind of sectors always have something to say. That's just the bottom line. Misery likes company, and, they probably still would have had something to say, even if it was a good announcement that she was putting out there. So, I just wish her the best. I just want to say that at the beginning of the video while we wait for people to come in. I'm not going to throw no salt on her. Of course, if she flips out, flips the script and she's consistent on YouTube and she gets bigger than the program, then, we're going to call it out, the way we see fit. However, right now she's being responsible, and she's putting up her own vlogs, and she's in her own lane, and she's sharing what she wants to share about her life with the public. And sometimes it takes a lot of courage to do that. So I really don't have too much to say bad about her at this particular time. Okay, so make sure y'all hitting the like button on the way, and thank you, Manifest Ho. All is well. Good morning, Natoya. How are you, sweetie? Good morning, Leslie. Let me say good morning, Boo Martin. Hey, Toby. Good morning, sweetie. Happy Monday. Happy Monday to everybody. Just making sure I don't miss nobody. That is it. That is all. Oh, so Shamar wants to act like he wants to come up here and talk, huh? He wants to say, hey, good morning, Shamar. Shamar in the building. Yes, I did get wind that you did take those videos down. And I knew that it was a matter of time before. I thought maybe you would contact me, Shamar. However, you came into the the live, so that's another form of contacting me. Let me see. Says I'm going to have to watch her content. Yeah, check it out. Like I said, y'all my mods, y'all hold me down whatever I put up, so y'all are Gucci. Let me see. Hey, Coco, workflow today. That's what's up. Shamar, if you're still in the building, I'll put the link into the chat. And if you'd like to come up and speak, you're more than welcome. I'm glad that you did take down those videos. And, things are looking in the right direction. If you continue to get on your channel and not cuss and carry on, you definitely will be monetized. So you got to, make that decision for yourself. All right, my mods are saying good morning to you. So let me get down here. Good morning, Pisces. Hello, everyone. Blessings to everyone. Hi, Pisces 1949. Says, as a parent, the best we can do is assist our children and not allow them to grow up without care and the condition to worsen. Exactly, Manifest. Exactly. That's all you can do. That's all you can. Never heard of Queenopp until you started talking about her. And you know what? I'm glad that you told me that, because I was shocked when people were telling me, a lot of other people were telling me I was lit you said I was lit last night? Oh, you was? Let me see. What you last night, Shamar? I was Scarlet. Scarlet. There's the link, Shamar. Come up into the to the chat. Stay consistent in the care. Yeah, that word consistent is all I know, Manifest. Good, Shamar. Stay busy. Did you see DTB, Shamar? Yeah, so yeah, that was a couple of days ago. Somebody had brought it to my attention that he was live, and I seen the live, but it was like a 3-hour live, and I honestly didn't have time to be sitting here watching a 3-hour live of Shamar's, because I had things that I had to do. I have other visions that are going on right now, and I'm distracted in a good way. So I did not go over and watch all of it. I just watched the first couple of minutes, and I know he was talking about, because I, skipped around a little. I know he was talking about, taking down those videos and stuff, I guess cleaning up his channel. So that's a good thing, ain't nothing wrong with that. Just got to stay focused, Shamar. That's all you got to do is stay focused and stuff. I put the link in the chat, live chat, if you're coming up. I did see a live you did last night with LaShawn, and y'all was lit. Y'all was lit up in there acting a fool now. Nice. Sounds like. Please be respectful. Thank you, Manifest. Thank you for keeping the community clean. So anyways, getting into Alvo. It's a hot mess with Alvo. He's going back and forth with 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗖𝗛. I think he should code Redman down, because that's not gonna work in his favor. I promise you it's not. You know, all he's gonna end up doing is having 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗖𝗛 just putting them on Front Street, pulling up receipts, which we know Alvo never furnishes any receipts on anything that he talks about. And you know, 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗖𝗛 is gonna end up, you know, letting cats out of the bag, embarrassing, you know, Alvo. Alvo's gonna have a meltdown, and he's gonna end up talking about people cyberbullying him, and he wants to unalive himself, and this is gonna get crazy. I understand that he might be going to jail and doing some time. Maybe he's doing this so he can save up enough money to pay for a couple of months' rent. Maybe he has an idea of when he's going to go to jail and how long he's going to go to jail, and he's trying to get this money up for jail. I don't know what it is, but I think that he's definitely selling his soul to the devil to get the attention of the audience so he can rack up the bag. But all money's not good money, is all I got to say. And what goes up must come down, and karma is surely spinning the block. So, you know, a lot of people have been sending me his lives, and trust and believe, honey, I'm already watching what he is saying. And it's diabolical. It's crazy. So again, I've been doing a lot of the last couple of days when I come on live, you know, going to his lives, and we're pretty much listening to the nonsense that he's talking about. So we're gonna go over there now, like we've been doing, and play catch up on this foolishness. Let me see. He's probably in the bushes or already on live. No, he's not actually. I've been sparing him lately, but no, I'm actually back in business. I'm back in business. Sometimes it's not even a thing of I'm really busy, fathers, on social media doing other things on social media. Sometimes when you start doing different things on social media, besides just me reporting on the circus, I have a little bit more downtime, believe it or not, now, because I'm not really focusing my ideas on the circus anymore, right? But I have a lot of downtime now, right? And I just feel like because I've been in that liking the downtime, I've been getting lazy. So I haven't been taking the initiative to put up a lot of stuff that I record and I never put out. He should be trying to leave on a positive note. He don't care, player. It says, hello, everyone. SL, everyone in the chat. Hey, Queen Grandma, how are you, sweetie? All my dope mods are in the building today. All right, so let me pull this up here. See what this ninja got to say here. I didn't look at this one at all. All right, so let me share. Oh, he's still talking about Tommy and his son.
He put it on his son.
That's a shame.
He put it on his son. He put it on his son.
Thank you, player. Hey, Calvin. Oh, no, he ain't gonna have my channel down.
I woke him up.
That's how we gonna do it. And we gonna... I won't be putting that up because I always edit anything Tommy's saying from his channel. I edit it prior to putting it on mine because it's too much cussing. And
it is what it is. At the end of the day, I didn't like you.
Alvo's getting desperate. So he's just not thinking about he shouldn't be putting stuff up like that. He's being desperate.
In no way. How you like somebody off a fake relationship? How you fall in love with somebody in a fake relationship? You talking about something you can show? You want to show a video? Let's show a video. At this point,
Doesn't this feel like something we already heard? Like I'm playing a video that maybe I played yesterday, but this is actually a video from yesterday that we didn't play on the live. Because the only live we had was when Lynn came in, and that was in the afternoon at 5. This was yesterday, and I never covered any of his lives because we had a guest up on our platform. He sounds like a broken down record, always saying the same thing. It's getting crazy.
I'm gonna show my favorite video. Tommy, you said all I do it for is money, but ain't this you, Tommy?
What, you want to get your live?
He still bring that up.
I don't fuck with her, said that, but
Listen. You know I ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. Even though I don't like you, you don't like me. We gotta get this money because all these other bloggers are trying to get it.
How I'm all about the money, but you called me trying to get the money, Tommy. You be contradicting yourself. That's what I'm talking about, Tommy. That what was the purpose.
Contradicting yourself? I thought he was gonna say another word the way he just said that.
Of my last live to let you know how you contradict yourself, how you lie, how you say this happened, that happened. Tommy, you switched those story up so many times and mine stayed the same. Tommy, at the end of the day, I don't care if it was yesterday, the day before. You ain't no way you should be having my ID. You claim you wanted to help me so bad, then you should have helped me by calling me and telling me that you had my ID. You called me and said, let's make this money for August. So why you ain't call me and say, hey, Alvo, I got your ID. I got your documents. You called me to make the money. You want to help me so bad. Tell me you don't want to help nobody. Tell me you are a liar. You are a manipulator. You don't do nothing but contradict everything that you say. These people be like, period. Oh, you read and tell me you can't read nobody. You need to go read a parenting book. Tell me you always go live every day thinking that you better than everybody. You so mad, screaming and yelling, trying to show this and trying to show that. At the end of the day, let's start here. You said you wasn't going live and you put that on your son's life, but yeah, you still on. Here you is Sunday. You said that I'm all about the money, but you called my phone trying to make money with me. I didn't call your phone. Tell me you ain't no good person. You a manipulator. And we clocking T around here. We ain't doing nothing but clocking T. What you gonna show us?
You're right, sis. What's wrong with collabing for money? You know what is wrong with what Alvo's doing? What's wrong that he has to keep talking about that conversation that happened almost a month ago? Why are you bringing that up into your content? What is the purpose of it? Okay, Tommy reached out to you. Okay, you're still lying like Tommy reached out for me for an interview, which we know that's farther from the truth. But why are you still bringing this up? This is old news, bro.
Of the fake relationship, what you gonna show us? Me kissing you? What you gonna show us? Videos? What you gonna show? A dog collar around Shamar neck? We all know that, Tommy. They done seen that already. It was a fake relationship, so of course there was a lot of videos be made. But let's talk about what need to be talked about. Tommy, you the same person. You want to go back and show videos? Let's be real. See, I want to think about it. I'm a clock you. Tommy, you saying that I'm a bad person, but ain't this you as well? Ain't this you saying this? And I know we all get mad and say things, but Tommy, ain't this you? Ain't this Tommy the gossip? Ain't this Tommy the gossip right here?
Before we start, did y'all see that video Tommy the gossip put out with he was a special guest? This is what I'm hearing. Alvo on the Bad Boys show, whatever club show, and he walked up. Alvo walked up to some dude sitting down and hit him in the back of his head a couple of times. And that dude got up and beat him down and beat him to the bushes, honey. You know Alvo was embarrassed. He got beat down. How do you swing on somebody and get a good hit upside somebody's head and then you get finished off with getting your behind beat down? Did anybody see it? Put a Y in the chat.
He did what he did. He made sure I was happy. He made sure that everything about me was good. He made sure that I didn't have to worry about nothing. He made sure everything was on point.
If I made sure everything was good and I made sure everything was on point, how when we ended a fake relationship, I became all this horrible and evil person? I made sure everything was okay. I made sure everything was on point because I was grateful that you got me out of the situation. I was finally going to be able to be that model with that comedian, that actor. So when you told me to do this and you told me to do that, I did it easily. And when I had my job, I helped you pay your bills because why not? You doing something for me. You doing something for me. Tell me, you always tried to coach me on what to do and how to say stuff. You call this proof right here.
You should look at the raggedy phone.
Come on, y'all, run them like stuff. This proof right here. In the Harlem about when Alvo right and when Alvo wrong. Because at this point, whatever you said, I did it. What, like you said, what about it? Who gonna do me something? Because I'm sick and tired. You keep on going live, acting like you ain't better than nobody. You keep talking about something. My daddy got a house for his kids to go. My daddy did this. Your daddy did what he had to do as a father. Now, what you gonna do to your son? Let's start there.
I think that he's having one too. I think so too, Thintress. How are you, sweetie?
Sick and tired of you talking about money and who got this and who left this and who got that. What you doing? What you got? What did you leave? What legacy you leave behind besides being miserable and mad and trying to tell somebody business? You can't tell nobody tea. You are a weirdo. You're weird. You claim you want to help people so bad, then why you ain't help me by giving me my documents back? No, you had my documents for 3+ years. It don't matter. You can't put gravy on shit and tell me that it's your hotel deal. Tell me right is right and wrong is wrong. At the end of the day, I don't care how you dress it up, how you say it, how much you scream, how sad you look. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Ain't no way you should have had my documents for 3+ years. I don't care what nobody say. And that's on a grown man level. I don't care outside of these views, supporters. Ain't no way you should have my documents for 3+ years. It don't matter if my credit was bad this day, that day. It don't matter if my credit was bad before you had my documentation. Ain't no way you should have my documentation. That is weird. But you always claim you want to help somebody. But you a helper. But you was helping. You want to help everybody but your son? I would never see. And the only reason why I'm talking about your son because you're too busy to keep talking about my mama. Tell me at the end of the day, we all go through things in life and we all didn't do right. I ain't do right in my life. You ain't doing right in your life. You ain't no better than me. Right. You can't clock my teeth. Stop trying to gossip about people when you in the same boat as everybody else. Tell me you're not better than nobody. And like I said, Tommy, if my sexy chocolate, handsome, dark skin, smooth, bad skin, however you want to call it, yellow, buttery teeth, made you fall in love, then baby, I am sorry. I ain't know having yellow teeth and having skin falling off the bone will make you can't leave me alone because every day I turn around, it's Alvo. He did me wrong. You let this bad teeth, bad skin person do you wrong. You let this you let this homeless man, homeless now, homeless maybe, homeless later ass nigga do you wrong. You let this yellow tea Komodo dragon dry skin lizard do you wrong. Tell me you can't read me. I am the read king. What you need to do is raise king and start getting on the internet and worrying about me. Yo,
now he's a read king, please.
Just want the money.
Did anybody see the recent fight on that reality show? Tommy the Gossip had showed it. That's how I saw it. Somebody sent me the link to it. Put a Y in the chat. I'm just curious to know.
So do, bitch. I'm like the motherfucking child support office.
Okay, here we go with this. He's doing too much.
You put it on your son. You wasn't going live.
No, the fuck he's not. Kevin told me the reason why he's looking for
blood pressure. Somebody gonna check his blood pressure. So she said I cried for you. Damn, man, I'm so careless. It's ridiculous. Going to counseling. Lord knows I need it. Trying to have a good vibe around my baby. I just wish he could have the good father model. That bitch can't read like Tommy. Y'all think I'm lying? It's right here. Hold on.
Okay.
That's what his baby mama said. So while you on live worrying about me and everything else, I'm trying to figure out why you stud shaming and this and the third. Why you stud shaming and I'm saying why you stud shaming and you got it going on.
You already grew when you left your stepdad's house because he was tearing
I got him mad. That shit on. That's the end of the story. How to be with this person, but I could probably be this person's friend or talk to him. But who gets with people who's going through trauma? That just don't make sense. I mean, that don't make sense. Come on, help me now. Help me now. Help me, y'all. Help me dissect it, y'all. Help me dissect it. And then this the thing about it is, Tommy, you showing a video of a YouTube video I made about when I was young and like stuff that was going on with me. That's not gonna make me mad. That's not gonna make me sad. That's my truth. I would say it all day, every day, again. So a point again, you knew I was going through all this stuff. You knew the type of person I was. So why would you want to be in a fake relationship with me? Why would you want to come be cool with me? Why in your right mind? Dang, when he was young, he had got touched on. Dang, he was living with this man. He giving his body for somewhere to stay. I don't want to be in a relationship with this type of person. I just be cool with it. Why would you want to be like? What does that got to do with what's going on today? So if all that happened to me as a kid, why does not make you want to raise your kid? Why does that not make you want to be around your son? And that person you talk about, he did touch on me. He did. That was my first ever encounter of some gay shit. And I say it every day, all day. And everybody know me because I made a whole YouTube video about it. How my devil be?
If he doesn't end up turning himself into jail, you're going to hear him trying to go back to blaming people when YouTube suspended him off his channel again. You know how when he starts picking up slowly but surely, the cussing and carrying on, acting all vulgar, he's starting to do it without realizing it in this conversation. You just watch. If he does not turn himself in to the courts and get that legal obligation fixed, he will definitely still be on YouTube, and it's going to get worse. Him acting the way he was acting in the past, and YouTube kept kicking him off his platform for 2 and 3 weeks. So you'll see, because I'm starting to see his behaviors going right back to the old Alvo.
Because I was molested when I was a kid by somebody. Most people are scared to get on here and say, oh, this happened to me, that happened to me. You can never get on here and tell my life. I've been through what I've been through, and there's way more stuff that I'm going through, and it's made more stuff that I've been through that nobody don't even know about. So at the end of the day, Tommy, that's why you need to seek help. So that's why it's so funny to me, because every day you re-contradict yourself. He's trying to make my name bad. He's trying to make my Tommy, you making your own name look bad. You said that you just brought up the fact that I was molested when I was a kid, but yet what that got to do with you been having my ID for 3 years? I'm saying you bring up the fact that I was molested when I was a kid. What does that have to do with you having my ID for 3 years? I'm so confused. Clock it. Tell me how you throwing shade against your own baby mother, LOL. But I'm saying though, if Tommy bringing up where I was molested as a kid, what that got to do with him having my ID for 3 years? I'm asking a serious question. Like, can somebody give me what does that got to do with it? Tommy brought up the fact that I was molested as a kid. What that got to do with what that got to do? Tommy knew what it was. He already tried to control the narrative. That's what I said. That's what Tommy do. Man, Tommy is a controlling person. And y'all know why I'm so mad at myself? I'm mad at myself because I trust people. I trusted Tommy. I thought he was my friend. I really thought he really cared about my ass. So it's just like when I seen this nigga really didn't care about me, that only really wanted this. I grew up the way that I grew up. And you really, really in your heart felt like, yeah, Alvo the one. I want to fall in love with Alvo. I want to help Alvo. Alvo just been through all this stuff in his life. I want to help Alvo. Alvo, come live with me so you ain't got to do that no more. When I come live with you, I'm thinking it's finna be different. That's why I'm paying your bills, nigga. Because I could have paid the bills where I was at the last place. I had a fucking job, DHL. So it's just like you never came to help. You seen what I was going through. You seen the situation, and you came and you probably like, well, maybe if I give him a place to stay, I give him clout, I give him this, he gonna want to be with me. That still was enough to make me want to be with you, because I never wanted to be with you. Because once we had a heart to heart and I talked to you and we talked, you done told me stuff. We done talk, we done compare, you feel me? And I felt like we really was real friends. So it's like you knew all that about me and still wanted to sleep with me. So imagine how I feel. Now tell me now that you said that out loud, now ask yourself, imagine how I feel. Imagine how I felt when you came to me telling how sex. Imagine how I felt. Like, imagine how I felt. My friend, who I just vented to, told all.
Is it me or Alvo's always trying to play the victim? Always. You managed to put 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗖𝗛 into your mouth because you want to lay off of Shamar, so people wouldn't pick up that you cannot do no content unless it's about Shamar or 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗖𝗛 or me. And so, you bounce around and, 1 minute it's Shamar, you're attacking. Next minute it's 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗖𝗛, or next minute it's SL Davis. Talk about you. Talk about what you're doing. You're supposed to be bigger than the program. Why all of a sudden it's this go after 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗖𝗛?
All this stuff I was going through. My friend who just seen me leave a situation where I was doing, imagine how I felt. You so, and then like 𝗪𝗪, you never make sense. Like 𝗪𝗪, you on here trying to think that was bashing me. You was making me look bad. 𝗪𝗪, you just proving what type of person that you is, bro. If I swear to God on my life, when you tried to be with me, I told you I didn't want to be with you. You asked me why. I told you I had too much going on. I told you what I had going on. When I told you what I had going on, you said, oh my God. Oh my God. I really want to help you. I want to help you. Look, you can come live with me. Me and my friends, we do this, we do that. I'm trying to get to 100K. I'll help you get to 10K because you're really a good person. Like, you act like you cared. That's the only reason why I went. I never needed you. I've been living my life all these years without you. Even when I left, you still been living my life. I never needed you. You never cared about me. You never wanted to be my friend. You never wanted none of that. All your ass wanted was the money, the clout, and a nigga. You was like, well, my ID ain't got nothing to do with how me and you started off. Ain't got nothing to do with how we ended. Ain't got nothing to do with none of the beef. You just threw that out there just so you're thinking that you're embarrassing me by telling these people my business. But really, you embarrassing yourself and making yourself look even more weirder. Tell me, when I met you, I was 21 years old, about to be 22. You like what, 28, 20?
Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button. Ooh, excuse me. Welcome to everyone that's in the live. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Dislikes are welcome.
29. So you were like 3-4 years older than me. Nigga, you been out here living. You was way older than me. Like, he had a moment, a chance with me, and I kid y'all, no lie, bro. Bro, I would drop down to my knees. God take the breath from me, bro, on everything, bro. If I ever did that, I would have been real like, I did that. I never did that. I always was a friend to him. And y'all, and this thing about it, he said that I was leaving with these old men and selling my body, right? He said I was always selling my body, right? I was always doing this and I was always doing that. If I'm always doing this and always doing that, does that sound like a relationship, y'all? As y'all as women, y'all let men live with y'all and let them leave and knowing they're going to go F somebody else and be with somebody else? That doesn't make sense. So how could you fall in love if you saying this person was doing all this and doing all of that? He literally telling y'all, and I'm telling y'all, he's just trying to tell y'all my dirty laundry or what I've been through and what I was doing. I'm just telling y'all the straight to the point truth. I never liked him and I never led him on. He knew that. It was never a real relationship. It was for the internet, like real shit. So that's why I'm so confused on how he's saying that see y'all, look, he kissed me. 𝗪𝗪 will literally be like, ooh, let's make a kissing video. We need to make a kissing video. We need to do this. We need to do that. And I'll make the video. Kiss them. You feel me? Make the video. Oh, let's do the matching pajama. Like, I did what he told me to do. Bitch, I want to be an actor. It ain't nothing to, he give me a little role. We do the shit. So it's just like, at the end of the day, that's why
you peep how he's cussing every other word now? I hope you guys are paying attention. He's slowly turning into Alvo. again. Out of control. Peep it, peep it. He will be soon making up storylines, going on other platforms until he can go back onto YouTube. When YouTube kicks him back off, he'll be going on saying that people mass reported his channel. And you can clearly hear his conversation, and he's doing nothing but cussing every other word or saying the N-word. Now peep it.
How to use it as ways to destroy you.
I'm skipping over parts every time he's cussing. But it seems like even when I skip over, he's still cussing and using the N-word.
I ain't never got on here and tried to destroy you. I just came in and told your truth. Like I said, son, you can never clock my teeth. Because if I've been through it, I've been through it. I stand up in it 10 toes down. I got on this platform plenty of times and said I ain't never had nobody. I always had myself. I've been saying that. Did y'all not watch my YouTube videos? Do y'all not hear my story times? I've been coming on here telling people how I grew up. You cannot make me mad about what I've been through in my life. I already been through it. Let me tell y'all something. If somebody ever speaks on something that you've been through or something that you're going through and it makes you mad, it's either for two reasons. One, you haven't got over it, or two, it's true. So if I get on here, start screaming and hollering, oh, Tommy, Elf your kid, then that means clearly I have to be triggered. And right now, y'all don't see me. I haven't been triggered not once since I've been on this live. I'm not triggered because everything I said triggered Tommy. Triggered him to go live on the day that he said he wasn't going live. I triggered him to come on here when he said on his son that he wasn't going to go live. When he said on his son, the one he loved so much, that he wasn't going to go live. So clearly, I won. I don't care who got the most views, who got the least views. Clearly, I won. Clearly, y'all see he don't care about nobody. Clearly, you see he's a manipulator. I ain't got to manipulate nobody. This is Alvo. Take it or leave it.
Exactly, Manifest.
I'm starting to see through Tommy. He's real sneaky. I'm telling y'all, bro, Tommy is a mass manipulator, bro. See, the end of the day, bro, y'all know what I love about women, and I swear I'm not trying to gas y'all. I used to be so mad sometimes. I used to be like, man, my platform biased, bro. I just got too much older people in my life. I'm glad I got older people. Y'all know I'm glad I got grown people? I'm glad I got real grown people that watch me that's like 50, 40 and stuff because they got real grown people knowledge and sense. It's some people right now that's watching that ain't never comment but always be watching. They got real sense. People with real sense that look at this situation and see what's going on. I swear to God, they will see. If y'all want to say today, I'm trying to pick about find out who right and who wrong in this situation. Tell me the wrong one in the situation. How tell me wrong is because tell me if you knew all this stuff about Alvo and you said he was this and he was doing all this, why? How did you fall in love with him? Because ain't no real woman, ain't no woman on this live gonna fall in love with a man that's doing all these disgusting and all this type of stuff. I don't know no woman that sat here and said, my man, yeah, I was telling my man to this and I was taking my man here. I don't know no woman. I just don't know who would do that. Tell me, ain't nobody in real life is doing that. Tell me, you want to be the victim so bad. You fell in love off of a fake relationship. All you gotta do is be real with yourself. Like, dang, man, I like the Alvo. Alvo didn't like me. So we could have been real good friends. We can't be friends. We can't be nothing because you like me and I don't like you. I'm a human being. I don't have to like you.
Hey, Mavis Thompson. I know you think I'm ignoring you, but no, I'm not. I just want to let you know I acknowledge and appreciate all of your supporting my channel and leaving comments in my comment section of all my videos. And thank you for being a supporter.
I don't give a fuck how many views you got. I don't care how many people gas you. It can be the whole you brung up about me. You brung up all that you brung up about Shamar. But yeah, you said Shamar was your best friend. Why is you keep on consuming your energy and getting around on people that so lost and so... It don't make sense. Like, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. You're cute. Appreciate you, Tracy. Trey. Appreciate it, but it don't make sense. You can always upgrade yourself. Nah, for sure. It just don't be making sense to me, y'all. Y'all gotta help me make it make sense. Thank you for the $3, friend. Y'all just gotta make it make sense because that shit don't be making sense to me, y'all.
All that cussing. He went back to his
Show
cousin.
him you're unbothered, ignore his lame ass, let him talk because of
Look at him. Look like a hot mess. Hot mess.
Clark and Molly B. Hold on, what Molly said. Everything Alvo's saying makes sense. Now we see why Alvo X how Alvo X. Now we see why Alvo's hypersexual. Now we see why Alvo always seems like he needs somebody. Now we see why Alvo always seems like he can't be by himself. Now we see why Alvo always trying to get attention. Now we see why Alvo always so sensitive. And not only that, now why we see why Alvo say you grown to him. Because you sat here and said you like this boy and you wanted to help this boy, but then here you go destroying this boy. It don't matter what I said about you. You over here talking about me every day. You posted my social security number on the internet. You deleted most of my YouTube videos, and you had my identity for 3 years. Tell me you are a manipulator and you like to control the situation. He's trying to control the narrative. I'm trying to make him be a bad person. No, I'm telling the truth. You keep telling Alvo truth, but you're not telling Tommy truth. You keep saying what Alvo been through. Alvo been molested. Alvo been through this. Alvo been through that. Okay, so Tommy, what are you doing? Like, make it make sense. Your eyes are pretty. Appreciate it. Tommy was playing checkers and you were playing chess. Tommy was mad because you checkmated his ass. Nah, for sure. It's so funny. Like, at the end of the day, if Tommy was my friend and Tommy cared about me the way Tommy said he cared about me, Tommy would have never tried to sleep with me. Point ends back. At the end of the day, Tommy be switching his stories up. Tommy switched his stories up so many times. Tommy literally said when the fake relationship was over, he messed up because he caught feelings. You caught feelings. Alvo didn't caught feelings.
Hey,
move on. Matter of fact, forget about the fake relationship. Matter of fact, forget about the past. Forget about everything. Why do you have my documentation today? Why do you have, he's the type to set somebody up? No, for real, like, forget everything that's going on. Let's talk about what's talking about right now, y'all. Why do he have my documentation? Can we get an answer for that? A solitude answer of why do he have my ID right now for 3 years? Why does he? That's what I want to know. I'm tired of hearing what I've been through, what I said, what I did. Why does he still have my identity? How does he have? I don't know how he got my ID. I don't know how he got my ID. I ain't seen that boy in 3 years.
Make me believe they got me Christmas gift saying that this house, that house, this house, that house.
In that shirt to this day. That black sweater, y'all, they say Goose. I brought that shirt. That sweater for Tommy. When I was in Chicago with my trick. Clock it. So he be so Tommy just be lying. Like Tommy is look, y'all. Tommy is just a compulsive liar. All he do is lie. Let me show y'all right now. Dang, let me show y'all. Y'all know I'm talking about that black sweater Tommy always wear. That's at GWSU. I brought that sweater for Tommy. No shade. And matter of fact, I brought him that shirt. And matter of fact, y'all, let me show y'all something. We had matching sweaters at that. I brought the same one. I had one and he had one. Hold on, let me show y'all. Tommy be lying so bad. Tommy be lying so bad. Let me show y'all. Hold on, let me go back.
This dude is all over the place. All over the place.
Boom.
It's ridiculous.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
I don't know.
Damn, I thought I had a picture of it. Okay, boom. Y'all. This when I was with Tommy, y'all. Tommy talking about he gave me something. Look how I dress. Always still dressed the same. And y'all see this Tommy old house in Mechanicsville. I brought that whole outfit. Tommy ain't about none of that. Matter of fact, I ain't even. Look, y'all. Look. 10, 12. Y'all look. Tommy said I ain't had no job. Y'all see, look at the date, y'all. 10, 12, 2022. Still working. Look, y'all, at where? DHL. Look, y'all. DHL. Tommy is a liar. I didn't stop working at DHL until I got with Josh. I literally always had a job. Anybody that ever been watching us from day one knows Alvo always had a job. I always had a job. I never had the bag. So Tommy is a liar. And look, literally dates right here. Okay, not only that, boom, again, at Tommy house. Never my outfit. Tommy never brought me no clothes. Y'all look at the date. 11, 8, 12, still working at DHL. Look at the way I was dressing, y'all. Tommy never brought my clothes. Tommy is a liar. All Tommy do is lie to y'all. So y'all really believe Tommy will buy me some shoes. Look at me, y'all. Whole Alexander McQueen's outfit. Alexander McQueen shoes. Alexander McQueen pants. Alexander McQueen little shirt. Tommy didn't buy that for me. And look, this was on New Year's. Tommy is a liar. All Tommy do is sit here and lie to y'all every single day. Oh, I brought Alvo this. I gave Alvo this. I gave Alvo that. Tommy don't buy me nothing. Tommy wasn't buying me nothing. I was giving Tommy money. And not only that, Tommy said I was with old niggas. I wasn't with old niggas. Never ever gave that. I'm really fine. This Tommy had house. All Tommy had was a cowboy. He telling the truth on that part. He telling the truth on that part.
Yeah, that's enough of him. That dude is a mess. And it's so sad he lied so much. He could be saying stuff that's believable, Alvo, but nobody can believe nothing he says because he lies so much that it's a shame. It really is a shame. Alvo hates that Tommy has receipts and he doesn't. Exactly. And he doesn't. Exactly. And that's not on Tommy. That's on him. Stop acting like you bigger than the program. Stop acting like you can't be exposed. You know what I'm saying? For being a slime ball. You want to be the person that wants to expose everybody else, but they can't do it back to you. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that like button. Thank you. It's diabolical. Hey, Latina. I don't like Alvo even when he was with Shamar. I don't like him. I don't either, Frederica. I don't either. I'm trying to tell you. He just had the ID. Tommy was joking about having his documents. He knew if he said that, Alvo would go on here fabricating lies. You know, Tommy the Gossip is a genius because he does that because it helps him create content because he knows that Alvo's going to fall for the banana and tailpipe. He's going to feed into it and he's going to respond. And then that gives Tommy the Gossip something to talk about because he then has Tommy the Gossip's name in his mouth. You know, Alvo talks so much, he doesn't realize how stupid he sounds. Now show the live where you admitted you lost your job. He ain't going to do that, player. You already know that. I don't. Times you curse, point that finger, roll the neck, twerk, say clock it. You're still lying, Livo. Exactly. Love Erica. Alvo always quit his job. He never kept a job. Yeah, because he thinks he's bigger than the program. He's not going to get a job now either. He's on social media thinking he's a superstar. Fix him, Jesus. Alvo always picks the victim again. Yep. Yep, you already know that, player. You already know. Right, Tommy Clark, Alvo's T because Alvo lies so much. Yeah, he does. Alvo's lying again. He just said the other day he worked at DHL before he met Tommy. Now it was after. Yeah, he lied so much he can't keep up with him. That's how it usually goes. Says Alvo, you should got you a job again and kept it thinking social media is gonna bring you. Well, between people figuring out that he's making up storylines, you know, just to get attention, and then if he does turn himself in, it's a possibility he could be sitting down for like maybe 30 days to say the least, to longer. You know, let's see who holds him down when he's in jail and comes to see him when he gets out. It said listening to him will drain you. Yeah, that's true, Love Erica, but the numbers don't lie. People still go in there. He is a draining, draining entity, but people still go in there and watch him, whether they're in the bushes or in his chat interacting with him. So, you'll be surprised at how many people are not drained by it and they're entertained by this foolishness. Alvo, you should always lie. You always lie. Never hold accountability for your actions. It's everyone's fault. Yep, it's always somebody else's fault except his. I watched a video of him with Josh and Alvo look dirty. Right. Exactly, Federica. It's crazy. But listen, I'm about to get off. I got a couple of things that I have to do. I did have a late start, so it kind of got me now rushing around trying to get stuff done, so I'm not doing it all day. I appreciate you guys coming into the live. Make sure on the way out that you smash that like button. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so, making sure that the notification bell is on with the option all, so when I upload these videos, you are the first one to watch. Hey, Cyrus, salute. Also, there'll be a 3 o'clock live premiere going out and a 5 o'clock live premiere. Love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Bye for now. Mwah.